Ah yes, the beautiful Samoyed is truly loved by many. Since the early 19th century, these white fluffy pups have been winning over people's hearts all over the world. And if you've been paying any attention, you've probably noticed that they have recently taken over social media with their iconic Sammy smile. This breed is known for its friendly features, gorgeous white coat and distinct personality. But there is much more to this dog than meets the eye. Hey everyone, and welcome to Dog Joy. In today's video, we're doing a deep dive into everything you need to know about the beautiful Samoyed. Let's dive in. History. The Samoyed dates back to 1000 BCE and hasn't changed much in appearance or temperament in all that time. The breed is named after the Samoyed people, a nomadic tribe that lived in the cold tundras of northern Russia and Siberia near the Arctic Circle. The tribe used the dogs they called bajelkias to herd reindeer, pull sledges and occasionally hunt down bears. These friendly and highly useful dogs were treated as members of the family, living with the tribes in their primitive dwellings. Around the mid-1800s, they were discovered by European polar explorers. They included the dogs in their expeditions to the Arctic regions. Some of them returned home with these explorers, mostly to England. In 1889, British zoologist Ernest Kilbourne Scott spent several months living with the Samoyed people. Fascinated with these dogs, he ended up bringing home a male puppy and eventually imported several more, and it was he who gave the breed its official name, paying homage to the Samoyed tribe's people. The Samoyed officially came to England in the late 19th century, one particular time as a gift from the Russian Emperor to Queen Alexandra, who fell so in love with them that she set out to become a breeder of them herself. The Sammy went on to become the 59th most popular breed of dog in the United States. They were first registered with the American Kennel Club in 1906 and quickly became popular. The Samoyed Club of America was founded in 1923 to promote the health of this dog through responsible breeding and consistent standards. Size and appearance. The Samoyed is a medium to large-sized dog. They can range from about 19 to 24 inches from foot to shoulder and weigh anywhere from 35 to 65 pounds. Their average size means they won't be too big for most households, but they'll be able to romp around with the bigger dogs if they want to. Males, like other dog breeds, are often larger than the females, but females occasionally have slightly longer backs than males. It's clear that the Sammy belongs to the Spitz dog family, with upright triangular fox-like ears and an upward tail that curves up their back. Their soft, fluffy coat helps them to keep warm. They are described as having attractiveness, awareness, and strength in their breed standard. Their eyes and nose are dark in colour, and the corner of their mouth has a slight upturn, giving them the appearance that they are always smiling. Interestingly enough, this unique structure also stops Sammy from drooling. In Siberia, this was important because otherwise their saliva would freeze into icicles in the winter. Temperament and characteristics. Sammy's best personality feature is their great excitement for life. They are constantly cheerful, always smiling, and bringing joy to others. They tend to build strong ties with their people, and their contagious enthusiasm for life makes them an ideal family pet. As long as the Sammies are given lots of attention and exercise, they will adapt easily to family life. Although families who travel regularly might consider a different breed. Sammies don't like being left alone, and if they are separated from their family for long periods of time, they might become anxious and destructive. Some dogs may pluck out tufts of their gorgeous fur as a result of prolonged isolation. With these looks, you won't want to leave them alone for long anyway. Training and intelligence. According to some canine psychologists, Samoyeds are the 44th brightest dog breed out of 138 breeds. Sammies are above average in terms of obedience and working intelligence. Even yet, their true intelligence lies in their capacity to work in a variety of tasks by learning from their mistakes and experiences. They are also very adaptive to new situations, and if raised well from puppyhood, these dogs will mature into exceptionally gentle and loving pets. One potential issue you must be aware of is that Sammies can be stubborn at times. This particular characteristic has sometimes given them a reputation as a breed that is difficult to teach over time. Perseverance and consistency will be key, especially when training one that has a slightly more stubborn personality. Yes, training a Samoyed will require a lot of time and patience. They are clearly brilliant, yet they can be easily persuaded by many distractions that surround them. As a result, you may need to figure out what your dog's particular distractions are so that you can focus his attention solely on you during training. Exercise and agility. Samoyeds are known to be energetic, playful dogs who need at least 1 hour of energy-burning activity each day, but more is recommended. 2 hours per day would be preferable. They might develop behaviour problems if they don't get the exercise they require to discharge their pent-up energy. Due to their intelligence, it's important to try and include mental activities as well to help them expand their mental energy. Ideally, you should seek out and engage in activities that use energy in a short amount of time, which may include high-intensity games, as well as strength training to keep their muscles in top shape. Muscle strength will protect their joints and tendons from issues down the road. Here are some suggested activities and exercises for you to do with your Sammy. Digging activities. Samoyeds love to dig. Providing a digging space or a digging container for them would be a great idea. Fill the area with soil or sand and some chews or toys to urge them to dig just in that space. If you want to use sand, keep in mind that it can get rather hot in warmer weather. Simply moisten the sand before letting your dog play in it to help it stay cool. Fetch. Another great technique to release pent-up energy is to play fetch with your dog. Playing using balls is a known favourite. Even if your Sammy isn't very fond of balls, you can still play fetch with them using their favourite toy. Frisbee toss. Most dogs enjoy chasing and catching a ball. A frisbee, on the other hand, takes a little more talent, coordination and timing. Because of their mobility, Sammies can be fantastic frisbee players. Toss the frisbee towards your dog on the ground. He'll want to put it in his mouth immediately. Once you've mastered this, try throwing it to your dog at a low level. Throw the frisbee a little higher and further if you think your dog is ready for the next level. This is a great energy burner, and you might be surprised how active and acrobatic your dog can be. Shedding and grooming. If you're thinking about getting a Samoyed, you might be concerned about dealing with all of that fur, and rightly so. Sammies frequently shed and are classified as heavy shedders. They were built to resist sub-zero conditions after all. It's because of their unique fluffy white double coat that makes them extra prone to shedding, which happens more profusely once or twice a year in the spring and fall. That said, don't fret, there are plenty of options to handle their ubiquitous shedding. To keep that beautiful fur from getting out of hand, Sammies do require a lot of maintenance on a regular basis. To avoid matting, they should be combed at least once every other day. To clear any tangles or mats, begin brushing with a wide pin comb at the root of the Samoyed's coat and work your way to the end. Since Sammies shed once or twice a year, you might notice that brushing and combing will need to be done a little more frequently during those times. But it's all well worth it. Health and lifespan. Samoyeds often live an average 12 to 15 years. There are various things to consider when it comes to their lifespan. The amount of time that you have with your pet is affected by their diet, nutrition, and activity routine. In general, Sammies are fairly healthy dogs and tend to have long and healthy lives. While each one is unique, the breed is vulnerable to a few health issues and diseases. Their lifespan can be reduced as a result of these factors. Diabetes and progressive retinal atrophy are two of the most common issues they can experience. Gastric torsion, hypothyroidism, and cataracts are minor health difficulties affecting the breed, while canine hip dysplasia is one of the more severe health risks. Samoyeds are a strong-willed working breed, yet they are above all kind, gentle and loyal family dogs. They're friendly with practically everyone, as long as newcomers don't mind a little shedding and scattered hair on their clothing. So, would you like to own a smiling Sammy? Maybe you do already. Well, please share your experience with us in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it, share with all your friends and hit that subscribe button before you go. We thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one.